Okay, and these aren't cheap either. These are the Japanese big grapes, I think, or just grapes. But as you can see, each one is quite large. Each grape is quite large, and they've each been dipped in a solution to prevent them from growing seeds. And this kind of attention that they get, a very high labour-intensive farming in a country where labour isn't cheap, means that the grapes are rather expensive, and also, again, they sell themselves as being sweet as opposed to being tasty. So I haven't had much fruit since I've come to live in Japan. There we go. Real shame. Why don't they get into tangy fruit with flavour? And not only fruit, we also have giant radish. These are called daikon. They're used in a wide variety of Japanese food, sometimes grated, sometimes cut into slices and boiled inside Japanese stews, which are popular at this time of year. And the daikon are also used as a metaphor, as a simile, for women's legs, which aren't very attractive. So if you have daikon ashi, that means you have legs like a giant radish, which means that they're not very shapely. As you can see, the daikon they don't have luscious curves. And more, there is also some Japanese-style fungi. Well, I have a tendency to call everything a mushroom, but they're not mushrooms, of course. There are maitake, eringe, and what are these things called? Shimeji, and well, there are some Western-style mushrooms, but the Western-style mushrooms are not cheap at, well, I don't know, $1.50 for a tiny little packet like that, and I like a big chunk of mushroom. So once again, there's too much emphasis on the packaging, on making it all look tidy, and not enough emphasis on giving me a big dollop of veg or fruit I won't go into the biological necessity of it all, but you know what I mean. And lastly, a Japanese fruit which is of the season. This is a persimmon. Persimmon, they're called kaki, and they're a popular autumn speciality full of vitamin C. They can be peeled and eaten as they are, or some people dry them, and when they become particularly tasty, dried persimmons are probably pretty high in calories, but a very tasty autumn food.